Hi, and welcome to Module 4 of Release Your Grief and Thrive. I'm Michelle. And today we're going to move from the forgiveness work that we started to do in Module 3 to closure and letting go.
In this first segment of Module 4, we review why and how to allow your grief emotions and how to safeguard yourself as you adjust to new sensitivities with an energy shield.
To review, in Module 1, we learned the practice of allowing feelings by shifting awareness from our thoughts to our physical sensations. By using breath, we were able to discover where in our bodies our emotional feelings were located. For example, they might be located in the heart area or the throat or in the belly or maybe even in our back or shoulders. By using the breath, we can find out places where there's stuckness, hardness, tenderness, or even pain. So the next step was to explore and observe those sensations, and in breathing into them, allowing those emotions to flow without attaching story. Sometimes, if the feeling was stuck, we would use things like humming or physical action to help dislodge or break up the emotions. So we do this because allowing feelings not only releases them from our body, which is good, but it also frees up the energy we've been using to hold them down. So we actually can get a boost of energy from releasing feelings. It very likely it also produces a certain amount of endorphins when you release that energy. But most importantly, it enables us to re-embody, to actually claim our bodies in a way that maybe we haven't claimed those bodies for a long time. Because in embodying or inhabiting our bodies, we open ourselves up to experiencing all the sensations of living. So we actually become more vitalized. However, as you get more used to allowing your feelings, you might begin to notice sensations in areas of the body that were previously numb. And this can be disconcerting at first. It's that you find that maybe you're more sensitive to words and actions of others. It's like tender skin after a scab has fallen off. It's new and delicate. So it's important to know how to protect this new tenderness so as not to shut down again. Which would be, a natural lizard reaction to threat, any sort of perceived threat. And we want to stay open because we actually live more vital lives when we do that. So I want to begin this session with a practice of creating an energetic shield of protection. Now, in the last module, we created a shield, in fact, a multi-layered shield through invoking the 4 archetypes, the guardian or male archetype, the captain of the ship, the goddess or mother archetype, the archetype of the warrior or soldier, and finally the archetype of the transformer or alchemist. And each of those had separate colors that we covered over our bodies to create protection. This is another way of creating a shield. It's a little bit quicker. So I want you to sit in a comfortable position and close your eyes and take some deep, slow, relaxing breaths. Inhaling with the nose, exhaling with the mouth. Take about 3 or 4 deep breaths. And as you do this, notice how you feel all over. What is your overall feeling? Do you feel good today, or bad, or somewhere in between? Are you relaxed, or are you feeling a little excited, or even agitated? Is there sadness, or do you feel content and happy? So do a quick inventory from top to bottom, from your head all the way down to your feet, and release any negative feelings that you can, remembering and using our practices. And I'm going to give you about a minute to do that. So do that now. Starting with your head. Okay, now what I want you to do is to lift your hands, palms facing, like we've been doing in the past, and feel the energy between your hands. So just do that for a moment. And noticing if you start to press your two hands together that there is some resistance. And I want you to grow the strength of that resistance just by thinking about it. Letting it grow larger. You can almost feel it in your fingers as this energy grows bigger and bigger and stronger. And this energy that we're holding between our two hands is the shield, the protective shield. So let it grow really big and strong. Putting our intention there. Almost feeling those molecules pushing our hands a little bit away as it's actually growing. And now I want you to rotate your hands like they're on a steering wheel and you're turning to the left. And so the left hand is going to go to the 6 o'clock position on the steering wheel, and the right hand is going to be on the top. And reestablish the feeling of the shield, this ball of energy. And now I want you to take your right hand, and I want you to point at the shield. So pull it away from the top and point to the shield. And you're going to program the shield by telling it what you want. And what you want is protection for 24 hours. As you get good at this, you can actually program it to protect you for a whole week. But start with 24 hours for a whole day. And in protecting you, it's shielding you from any negativity or hurtful comments or behaviors by people outside of you. Anything that might create discomfort, dis-ease, or fear. And your shield is going to protect you. Shield, you're going to protect me for 24 hours. And at the same time, shield, you're going to release any negative energy that I create on the inside. So the shield is going to be permeable from inside so that any of my negativity is released. And finally, I want to tell the shield, you are only going to listen to my commands. Nobody else can command you but me. Now I want you to take your right hand and hold it up, palm facing up, and imagine that you're holding in the palm of your hand your inner child. This is your early self, which still exists inside of you, very alive and well, although maybe afraid and hidden. But this is your child, that innocent, creative, loving, happy, wonderful little child. And you're going to take this child and you're going to put the child inside the sphere, basically sitting or being held by your left hand. And I want you to feel, as you put your inner child there, that the shield is totally surrounding you as well. And feel the protection engulfing you. So you should be good for 24 hours, and that's how you create a shield. So you can open your eyes again.
That's our segment for today. We reviewed emotional release and how to create a protective energy field. In the next segment, you will learn how new bonds and forgiveness help you find closure.